What up everyone? YG Treasure Box posted their final episode not too long ago and let's just say it is a mess. But we're not gonna talk about that in this video because who knows what kind of feedback that would get. Instead I'm gonna do an unpopular YG Treasure Box opinion video just cause. And I think I'm going to stick to this Siri voice because it sounds cool now. Call me old. To start off, the final debut line seems to lean more in the pop genre. Yidam, Junkyu, Haruto, and Younghwan radiate more pop vibes than the typical YG hip-hop style that we all know. Because pop or EDM sells more globally, then I think YG is going to focus more on pop than on his usual style. Since all the rookie groups are putting out songs that are heavily into rapping and hardcore EDM, I think this new boy group is going to have that refreshing feel to it. The fan wars are stupid. I get that your faves didn't make into the debut line, but that doesn't mean you trash on the trainees who did. Everyone deserves to debut and that's that. If you have a problem with the group, then don't hate on the kids, but hate the CEO for choosing those kids. Obviously this show is more about who YG likes and not who the general public likes. Throughout the show, we heard different versions of Going Crazy, but out all of them, I feel like Soonhan's voice really complements Going Crazy. He makes it sound more sweet and soft. Mashiho is perfect for the chorus. Because of Mashiho, I got addicted to the chorus instantly. Haruto and Yoonbin's voice really complement each other for this song. But at the end of the day, 1True13's version of Going Crazy is superior. It is unfair for Junkyu to debut, but not Gonseok. YG literally owes Gonseok a debut. I don't understand how he could disregard two of his trainees who he promised to debut. They have so much talent, so much fans, and they got a lot of potential. If YG is going to debut Junkyu, then you might as well debut Gonseok. That would only make sense. The monthly assessments were irrelevant. I did not understand why we had so much content about these monthly assessments and so little content of the trainees performing live. As a viewer, I wanted to see how these boys performed in front of a crowd, not in front of scary adults criticizing every little thing they do. I didn't want to see the visuals from each team compete against each other, and I didn't want to see a 19-year-old being humiliated by a 13-year-old kid. The monthly assessments should have just stayed in the first episode. On the same note, the team monthly assessments were a mess. The only people who shined in those team monthly assessments were Jihoon, Yoonbin, and Doyoung. Everyone's performance was okay and it could have been better. Treasure A's rap part was too short and I feel like Yidam's voice was kinda shaky. Treasure B's performance really lacked vocals, so Yoonbin's rap and Jihoon's dance really saved it. Treasure C's view was a literal mess, and Treasure J's performance had no dancers, so it was weird seeing Mashiho trying to do Jinhwan's part, but then again I think those leather pants wasn't letting him. The whole Treasure A, B, C and J concept was dumb. I don't get why YG had to put these trainees in groups and instead showcase them individually. That would have made more sense because more trainees could have gotten more screen time and we would get to see how well they work with other people. Since he put them in teams, all the trainees thought they were going to debut with their team, but we all know that didn't happen. It just would have been cooler if there wasn't any teams and we could see them as individuals. It was annoying seeing the trainees cry. Throughout this show, I felt like I seen more crying than I did with performances. Don't get me wrong, I did feel bad for whenever they cried because it is being broadcasted globally. I was just annoyed because why would JTBC and YG put all of these emotional scenes into this program? I felt like I've seen Yidam and Soonhoon crying more than them singing, and that is just sad. This whole program used these boys for pity rather for their talents. 1True28 is never going to happen. Having 28 boys debut in a group is super unrealistic. Remember, this is YG Entertainment and not SM. So all those fans who are saying 1 True 28 is going to debut need to realize that 9 is probably the most YG is going to debut. It's sad, but that's the reality. Honestly, having all the trainees would be kinda messy because there are some who are actually not ready to debut. I'd rather have YG debut either 7 or 9 boys, but it's not my decision. This whole show was just whack. If the debut lineup was all about YG's decision, then why did he give us the option to vote? Why did YG make a show and make the viewers decide who they want to debut when ultimately it's his choice on who is going to debut? I didn't see anything about individual ranks on V-Live or on the semi-finals and finals. I also thought it was weird to have YG's staff choose who the winners for the one-on-one battles. I don't get why YG made a show when he could have just figured this out on his own. It really felt like our opinions did not matter in this show. Well, I am just going to end this video here. Congrats to the trainees who did make it the debut line. I'm really sad my faves didn't get in, but hopefully they debut in a group next year. Okay, bye.